Alright. Hello everyone and welcome to my reaction to Jujutsu Kaisen. Life has been extremely chaotic. I have been chaotic along with it. I had a wonderful schedule planned for the entirety of March, and then life was like, nah, let's make it spicy. Let's raise the difficulty level of this particular month and challenge. So yeah, well, life happened, but I am trying to stick to my schedule and I am hyped to potentially come back to some resemblance of the schedule that I'd created. So I hope that you can be patient with me as we go through this wonderful journey and hope for life to get less chaotic. With that being said, I'm genuinely hyped for this week's reaction to Jujutsu Kaisen because we see Nanami get into overtime mode, which I am guessing is just him unleashing his full power kind of a thingy. I am hoping that he doesn't die. I would like that even if he does end up dying, I get a bit more attached to him. Right now, all I think about Nanami is the fact that I like his character. He vibes with me on an introvert level, which is me how I present to society 90% of the time. Like Gojo's chaos matches my inner chaos, whereas Nanami is who I present to the world in general. So I genuinely enjoy him, but I would like to get to know him a bit more. Having said that, I am kind of hoping for a stalemate situation with the fight between Nanami and Mahito. We see Yuji become potential friends with Yoshino, which gives us as well as Yoshino an opportunity to sit with this dilemma and decide if he wants to go more towards the side of light or more towards the side of dark. It would be fun to see that exploration because, in hindsight, we kind of get what pushed him to the edge of where he is right now. And I feel like with proper help and support, Yoshino could be pulled towards the side of good and could be guided through a space where he gets to release his frustrations in a positive way. I don't know. I am hoping for that. So here's to that, I guess. Let's get on with episodes 11 and 12 of Jujutsu Kaisen. Let's go.
時間外労働時間による縛りさっきまでは自ら知力を制限していたのか
I wonder if it is a time-based pack or if it is just him having proper work-life boundaries, okay? Like, he was genuinely excited to go back home at 6. So, I am guessing this is just him releasing his frustrations for his entire day, if you will. However, if it is a time-based pack, that would be really cool because he was biding his time. Mahito in his head was like, I'm letting him play around. I'm playing with my food, if you will. Whereas Nanami was just like, gotta ensure that I reach 6 o'clock because when I reach there, boom shakalaka, all my power comes out. Chaotic and crazy.
線分するのは全長やウィングスパンだけではありません。
術式の開示
I was genuinely like, why is he revealing his strength and strategies and tactics to this dude? Considering the fact that he is a bit more of an intelligent curse than you are used to fighting. But then at the same time, he technically taught this exact lesson to Yuji in the previous episodes where he was like, tell them your techniques. It will just lead them to feeling a bit more confused about it all. So, hi. I do wonder, as I'm listening to him tell us a bit more about his, I was about to say Quirk, oh my god, MHA, I've missed you, my baby. Sorry, back to this show. As he was telling him about his curse technique, I was genuinely like, can he fight off a slime? They don't have any body structure, so it's all squiggly. So how does that work? Guess we'll find out.
こちらはあまり現実的ではない。
破壊した対象に重力を込める拡張術式
一旦退きます。
That was really crazy, but all I can think of is the fact that he can potentially grow back his leg. So I don't really know what the vibe is. Is it the fact that he completely severed it off? Because the previous time when he cut his hand off, he rejoined the hand. But he does have the curse technique of idol transfiguration. So I don't know how hype it is. You know what I mean? Like, it looks really cool, but is it actually a good end point to this particular fight?
お互い生きていたらまた会いましょう。
Yeah, okay, whatever. Just kill him off, though. Like, why do you have to be a hero? Like, is my question, okay? Just kill him off. What's the point of leaving him behind? Like, hey, remember that one time I ensured that you got enough time to heal yourself so that you could come back and fight me better? You could almost say that, you owe me one. So how about you let me go this time around after you've defeated me, and then we can come back and have another fight at a later point in time. Are you setting up a relationship here? No, get rid of him. Why? You know the fact that he has killed so many human beings, has actively experimented on them, is going to potentially experiment more on them, and you're like, nah, I want to see how far he goes. I want to see where he takes his experimentation with. Like, do you think after he is healed up, he's going to come back and fight you directly? No, he's going to think about the strategy of how your attack works, create a good plan, and then come back and fight you. And it's not like he's going to stop experimenting on humans in the time being. You just cut off his leg, not his hands or anything along those lines. So, like, why are you doing this? Like, don't be this. I detest stuff like this, okay? I'm not even kidding. In fantasy shows like these, it's always them coming back stronger. You don't have to let them come back stronger. You don't need to just give them trauma. Get rid of them. Considering that they are a really big enemy at this point in time and they've committed a lot of gruesome crimes. Watch Mahito heal himself and then hit him or something like that. It would be fun if he did that. Even if he didn't, vibe. Whatever. Okay, let's see. That was really cool. I like that.
この渦巻きのボタンを押している学生に会ったら仲良くするといい。きっと順平と気が合うよ。
So does Mahito want him to be friends with Jujutsu sorcerers to understand their perspective? And then when Yoshino does eventually decide to join Mahito's side, he knows that he is going to be all in and not hesitate about anything. That's a clever plan. But we don't know how the goodness of Yuji is going to change him. So like, I don't know how clever of a plan it is.
こういうキモいのとか。
いや、見てないよ。
Yeah, because he saw a creepy thing like you. I mean, not that Yuji is creepy, but hey, you know what I mean.
ミミズ人間3。
あれ超つまんねえよな。
本当にね。
I was like, oh, maybe he's going to know it because they both like the occult world, but then no, it was because Gojo made him watch movies. I genuinely am starting to think that Gojo might have like some kind of a supervision which helps him see into the future, because he was like, watching these movies can definitely help Yuji to make some friends. Hype, vibe, let's go.
でも2は。
でも2はちょっと面白かったな。
そうなんだよ。
See, he just wanted someone to enjoy stuff with. We all feel happier when we can relate to someone. Crazy. Also, I'm pretty sure that Geto was just like, this is Gojo's doing. I know it is Gojo's doing. I hate him. I miss him. Genuinely have zero idea about their relationship so far, okay? Just seen a lot of comics. So like, bear with me as I fumble my way through this relationship or whatever exists of it.
大当たり。
I'm guessing that their plan was to get someone. It's once again the plan of relatability, right? Pretty sure they wanted to get someone Yuji's age so that Yuji could get in touch with them and relate with them and form a good friendship with them so that Yoshino could essentially bring Yuji over to their side. That's a master plan 20 steps ahead and I genuinely enjoy it.
グロ描写も2が一番切れてたから辛かったね。
なんでそこまですんの？今度おすすめあったら連れてってよ。
I don't know how trusting Yuji is, because I'm pretty sure he might just know the fact that, hey, I am getting like a tad bit of a weird vibe from him, but okay, whatever, who cares? Take me to a movie date the next time you go to watch a movie that you enjoy in a theater. Ha ha ha. Here's my contact info. Call me anytime. Ha ha ha. Come join me on the good side. Ha ha ha. Ha ha ha.
さっき会ったばかりだけど、友達になれそうです。
タバコやめてって言ってるだろ。
あんたの前で吸わないって約束だったね。
I promise not to smoke in front of you. Not my fault you are on the way to home. It's your fault to show up when I was smoking. Not my fault that I was unsuccessful at hiding smoking from you. I kept my promise. Did you find out so far? No. It's because you showed up at this very unopportunate timing that you found out that I was smoking. So your fault, not mine.
見かけによらず無茶するな、あの術師。
This is exactly the reason why you should have gotten rid of him while you could, okay, is all I am saying. It would have been so much fun if you did. After he was crushed underneath all that rubble, you could have just removed the rubble somehow and then something, anything, whatever. Mahito was honestly just like, hey, that was a fun exploration. Who knew Jujutsu sorcerers existed of that level? It's fun though. We have more fun opponents to fight against. That always makes it challenging and exciting.
大人オブ大人の七海さんに叱られたら、私は多分、泣く。はい、ごめんなさい。
Kiddo, that's wild. Maybe try to take care of the people that are under your care because you have to take care of them and not because you're scared of getting scolded. Like, you're already assuming you're going to do a poor job at it. So you're like, might as well get ready to get scolded. Oh no, I don't want to get scolded. Do a better job then. It was while he picked up that phone with hello, I am sorry.
私は一度高専に戻って、家入さんの治療を受けます。
Listen, I know, okay, no matter how much I cribbed, he was also badly injured. So I get why he was like, I'm strategically retreat right now so that I can fight him at my full level. But if you were going to do a strategic retreat, why did you tell him a lot of your strategy and how your curse technique works is my question, okay? Like, I am not faulting you for it. It is a good decision to retreat strategically sometimes when you're like, I can't fight at my best, so I'm just gonna grievously injure them so they can't follow me while I run away. Fair, I get it. But why did you tell him a lot about your curse strategy? I'm sure that there's still a lot more that you didn't share with him, but like, why did you do that? Shouldn't have shared anything, or should have shared fake information. You know what I mean? The second kind of Asian parents that don't ask you to dance or perform in front of your guests, but instead ask your guests to perform in front of you to entertain them. Wild. I was always asked to be the one who's like, hey, so sing that new song you learned at school today, or maybe dance, or maybe like play on the piano, something fun that you learned today. Like, not an entertainer. Put on the TV, put on some entertainment channel and watch it instead of asking me to be your entertainment. Or at least if you're doing that, give me some money at the end of it all. This is a whole another level of wanting to be entertained. Asking the guests to entertain you. Wild.
それ、キャストアウェイだろ。正解。
いいんじゃない？行かなくても。海だって、他の水槽だってある。好きに選びな。お、私めっちゃいいこと言うな。
It was because I loved her presenting Yoshino with the opportunity to be like, hey, you don't have to be here if you don't want to be here. We can change schools. We have the opportunity to do whatever you want to do. If you want to take a break from schooling, that's fine as well. Because as she is saying, schooling is not everything. Yes, it holds a huge part in our lives, in the standards that we set upon ourselves and the goals and ambitions that we want to reach. 100% yes, but also at the same time, as we keep growing, it just ends up becoming a small part of the reality that exists around us. I do wish that she would have asked, so while all of this is fair, why though? Like, is something happening? Do you want to talk about something? Is there anything I can do to help you or support you? You don't have to answer. We can change schools without you having to justify the reason why. But like, is there anything that you need help with?
名言出ちゃったわ。さすがなぎさん。
虎杖くんのお母さんは、どんな人？
ああ、俺会ったことねえんだわ。父ちゃんはうっすら記憶あんだけど、俺にはじいちゃんがいたから。
悪いやつだよ。
なんつうか、一度人を殺したら、殺すって選択肢が俺の生活に入り込むと思うんだ。
That was a really good argument. Because once you get familiar with it, it becomes a normality. You might hesitate the next few times, but eventually it will become a way of life for you. So, oh, that was such a good argument. I loved that.
大切な人の価値までわからなくなるのが、俺は怖い。
でも、僕が人を殺すことで、あの魂が汚れてしまうなら、僕に人は殺せない。
Oh no, is mom about to die because she's the only weakness Yoshino has? The only obstacle that's preventing him from going all bad? I think she is. Yeah, though. It would be wild if it is because of the tiny curse that Yuji was carrying around that he potentially forgot after they were done watching the movie.
何これ？
They are quickly running through the counter of Sukuna's fingers, eh? Doesn't seem like that much of a rarity at this point when they've met so many of Sukuna's fingers. That's wild. You don't even have to use Yuji as a tracker or a radar anymore. I am therefore assuming that Geto and Mahito have probably got a huge chunk, if not all, of Sukuna's fingers so far. If they did, they definitely did help in reducing the amount of work Yuji has to go through. And if mom dies, which she obviously is going to die, then I am guessing that Yoshino might join the bad sorcerers, but then at the very last moment, he is going to make a decision to save Yuji or join the side of good, because he finds out that it was Mahito who actually killed off the mom. Because he did tell Mahito that, hey, if this was my mom, I would be pissed off with you. So it would be wild if it is revealed at the very end, or if Mahito is like, I don't even care, bro. Here's your mom. How do you feel about her? It's like a stressed out or a very collapsed version of the mom. Yeah.
吉野純平の自宅から、実母、吉野凪の遺体と掛け布団をめくると、あるだけの保冷剤と氷嚢に敷き詰められていた。
That's wild. Genuinely took off the lower half of her body for experimentation purposes. What happened to Yoshino is my question. Did he run away after seeing his mom? Was he kidnapped? Why did you leave Sukuna's finger behind so that Yuji can get more stronger and Sukuna can therefore get more stronger within Yuji and then can potentially quote unquote take over to the point that you can bring Sukuna over to the side of bad. I mean, he was already on the side of bad, let's be honest. So, yeah, it's just like a hey, so we helped you out. Join us. You can reign over us. You can be the leader who guides us back into the world of darkness, blah, 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 something like that, I'm guessing. Crazy though. Yeah. The mom was good. She tried her best. Sucks.
この仕事をしている限り、君もいつか人を殺さなければいけない時が来る。でもそれは今ではない。
Stop it. He's genuinely such a good mentor, which is, you know what? I wanted this. I wanted the stalemate. I wanted the situation where I start to get more attached to him so that his eventual death, which is going to happen, I am already prepared for it. Don't even, I know. Don't spoil it for me down in the comments below, but like, I know it is going to happen. But I am getting a bit more attached to Nanami and it hurts because he's like, listen, this is a moral dilemma that you don't have to face right now. Just get better with your own training. That's all you need to do. I don't want you in this, not because you're weak, but because this is a huge burden to carry and you will have to potentially carry this later down the line. Not yet though, because it can screw up your entire mental health and stability. And you're all alone with no one of your age around you right now. So even if I try to be at the same level as you are, it is going to be difficult for you to be able to tell me everything or connect with me like you would with Megumi or Nobara. So like, not yet. You'll get there. Let me deal with this for as long as I can. Oh, Nanami, the man you are.
子供であるということは決して罪ではない。君にはこれから吉野純平の監視をお願いします。
コネと金さえあれば、人なんて簡単に呪い殺せるんだよ。心当たりはないかい？
Good manipulation, okay? Just sucks that Junpei is going through it.
何してくれてんの？適当に書けっつったろ。最優秀賞なんか取らせやがって。死ぬか？で、お前は入賞止まり。
やっぱりかっこいいわ、翔太先輩。
Wild, I guess. You would have still hit him if he won and you just got a participation award, I am guessing. So like, loser behavior, I think, at this point in time. And what's with that kid being like, that's the level of bullying I aspire to be at.
帳の効果は内からは出られない。外からは入れる。あくまで磁力の弱い人間はだけど。
That makes so much sense because it is preventing those internally to go outside. That is so much of a better lesson than whatever Ijichi-san taught Yuji during the Cursed Womb arc. Like, wow, Geto is a good teacher. Guess he should have joined Gojo to become a school teacher.
二人をぶつけて、虎杖裕二に少な優位の縛りを課す。
I mean, Sukuna already has a pact with Itadori. If I would have been in their shoes, I would have assumed that they already have some kind of a pact like Gojo did, which is what helped Yuji to come back to life. So like, I don't know why they're like, oh, I hope that he lands a pact or gives Sukuna dominance. I could be wrong though. It could be the fact that they want a pact to happen right now or they want Sukuna to be dominant so that they can have a conversation. I'm guessing that it's the second one. It would be smart if it is the second one. It would be dumb on their end if they're considering it to be like the first pact Sukuna has made with Itadori.
ジョーゴも君くらい冷静だと助かるんだけどな。それじゃ、私はおいとまさせてもらうよ。お前、何したてめえ！何してんだよ、純平！
引っ込んでろよ、呪術師。
I don't know what to say. Nothing equates killing someone off in my eyes, but I am very much like Yuji. See, I know I am often calling for characters to kill off their opponents during specific scenarios, okay? But in real life, I'm also someone who's like, don't hurt that thing. Like, why are you hurting it? Like, I am afraid to cut my dog's nails because I'm like, it might hurt them, okay? So I'm like that kind of a person in real life. This feels like a heavy decision, and while I get where Yoshino Junpei is coming from, he's like, nothing holding me back and you have done more than enough to deserve what I am doing to you right now. It still sucks because if Mahito was not masterminding this and Geto was not masterminding this and he would have had a good enough opportunity to spend time with Yuji and get to know him better, and Yuji could have spent more time with him, and the mom was alive, he could have gone into the side of the good permanently. But because of all the strings that were pulled and the scenario that was manipulated, it became a very easy decision for him to jump into the side of bad. Nothing holding him back. So while like that, I am excited to see the next episode. Let's move on to that. But before I do, if you are enjoying this content as much as I am enjoying the manipulation and the plots that Geto and Mahito are setting up right now, feel free to check out my Patreon where you get early access to as well as extended cuts of the content that I put on YouTube. And we are talking extended cuts of up to 50 minutes of Bridgerton Part 1 and 90 minutes of extended cut of Bridgerton Part 2 and of the other shows that I put on YouTube. Just you get to cheer me on so that I can keep creating fun content for you guys to enjoy. And this channel can be supported further. With that being said, let's move on to the next episode. Let's do this, let's go!
しょうね。
At least he knows the reality. He's like, that was pointless to ask of him. He's not going to stay back. I am guessing that he was here not just to exercise Mahito, but also to potentially at least get rid of all the experimented humans. Will he meet Geto here? Oh, that would be fun.
どいてくれ、イチシさん。
Brother, with how slow he is, you don't even ask him to step aside, okay? There's enough room for you to run on either side of him and cross him, is all I am saying. I know you're saying it for the sake of like dialogue and the moment and all of that jazz, but like, don't waste time. Run. It would be fun if we end up meeting Megumi and Nobara at the location, at the school. I mean, I don't think they would send first years all over again. There is a potentiality that we might just see the second years or maybe a mix of second and first years at the school. It would be really cool if we would see that. That would be so much fun. I would love at least for Megumi to see Itadori because I'm shipping them. You can go right off, okay? I know you want to complain about it, but that's how I exist. I've already justified myself enough to you all. I want to see Yuji and Megumi interact and Megumi be like, you're alive. No, this is actually just a hallucination made by the curse to confuse me or something. And then Yuji's like, no, don't hit me. I'm alive. Don't kill me off yet again. And he's like, prove it. And then he transforms into Sukuna. And then he's like, hey buddy, what's up? Mastered that technique I spoke to you about that I hinted at? Wink, wink, nudge, nudge. Yeah, you have. I know you're smart like that. Let's do it. Yuji takes over back again. Don't flirt with him too much. You're mine. Wow, I should have been a writer. I am. Ha ha ha. The jellyfish looks really cute. My question is, if it ends up stinging Itadori, will he have to pee on himself? I don't know how much truth there is to that concept that if a jellyfish stings you, if you pee on it, it will relieve some of the burn. Because I've heard some people say that it's real and some people say that it isn't. And I haven't tried to find out the truth solely because I feel like if it happens someday to someone close to me, it would be a really fun thing to look at. I can check on Google right away. I just want to see where it... Listen, okay? Just 5 minutes of entertainment. Don't judge me right now.
まやかして作ったルールで僕を縛るな。奪える命を奪うことを止める権利は誰にもない。
Dang, you see how deep that manipulation of Mahito goes. Sucks, man. This kid could have been saved. He was ready to be saved. I don't like it.
誰に言い訳してんだよ。
Who are you making excuses for was such a wild question to ask him. Ooh. Oh, love that. Throw him off the building, I guess. Nothing will potentially happen, but hey, wild. Thank God the jellyfish saved him.
なんて邪魔をする。なんて。
Oh, I love that because he's showing up not just as the voice of reason, who he inevitably can't do anything but think of his mom of when Yuji is talking to him, but also at the same time, it is also a reminder that even if he shows up as his mom's voice of reason, his mom is dead. So it's both like a reminder as well, like, so why are you doing this again? But also like a reminder that she's not here anymore and no one can replace her. So like, Junpei more like dilemma. Oh, a good counter argument because he was honestly like, if they had hearts, why would they do this? It's easier for me to assume everyone is evil. Oh, good argument. I like that. this baby boy let himself get attacked because he was like, let me show you what it means to have a heart. It means I'll sacrifice myself for a boy I've hardly known. Well, he was ready to sacrifice himself for Megumi, and he knew him for like half an hour or max to max an hour before he was like, let me eat this finger. I might die, but let me eat it nonetheless. What's the worst that could happen? Now he's ready to sacrifice himself for Junpei. Fair, whatever, man.
逃げろ、順平！こいつとどんな関係かは知らんけど、今は逃げてくれ！
Oh, look at him wanting to ensure that Junpei is safe. He's like, whatever relationship you might have with him, run away right now. So that I can focus on dying safely at least, I guess. If nothing else, I will fight him off. But even if I do end up dying, you don't need to see this. Oh, I love that. That selflessness is what is going to save Junpei, I have a feeling. I hugged. Oh, I was hoping that the fight they've just had with each other was the fight that Mahito was hoping for, but no, he is evil. Just got rid of him. Oh my god, he genuinely just transfigured him. Yuji can't even save him even if he wants to now. He doesn't know enough about all of this. Sucks. Because this is literally what Nanami was like, you don't want to be in a position where you have to kill someone. And he's going to have to kill Junpei. I am hoping that someone saves him from making that decision though. Because, no. I am liking it, okay? Genuinely, I am liking the direction of this show. Even though I hate the scenarios and the way that it is unfolding, it is getting me slowly back into getting hooked into the show, and I'm liking it for that.
今直してやるから
The first reason and the second reason combined, but the way that the first reason is showing up now is like, I'll make a pact with you, I'll do anything you want me to. Just save him. And I don't know how much Sukuna is just going to be like, what was the code word? Extension or something along those lines. But I don't know if he's going to say that word so that he can swap with Itadori, or if he's going to add new layers to the pact. Because if I were as evil as Sukuna, I would add new layers to the pact, okay? I am hoping that he doesn't though, because I like Yuji. Don't take advantage of this poor little boy.
あの縛りはしっかり忘れているな。
Sukuna is just tripping on the fact that Yuji doesn't remember the pact, okay? But this would have been something that he could have realized. No, maybe he didn't realize it when this conversation already happened with Gojo, because he wasn't called into being. Like his eyes weren't open on the side of Yuji's cheek. So he wasn't actively recognizing what was happening around him, I'm guessing. If he did hear them back then and he dismissed it because he wanted a deeper confirmation of the fact that he doesn't remember the pact, fair, crazy, go off. Mahito doesn't know that he's already made a pact with him. And then Sukuna's just being a bitch right now. He's like, why should I? Ha ha ha. Let me insult you some more. Let yourself feel that dread, that negative energy, so that I can use it to come out and then do something. No, that's just me being optimistic. I don't think he's going to come out and do something. He's going to be a bitch about it for a while at least. I was just going to pause and be like, poor boy is stuck between two psychotic people or curses. And then they showed us that imagery that, no, what you're thinking is right, Madhurima. He is stuck between those two chaotic monsters. I feel like this is the perfect time for Yuji to flip, like literally go as evil as he can. But knowing Yuji, this is going to be the time when he doubles down on his goodness and is going to be like, you know what? If you won't help me out, I'll figure it out. I'm gonna be smart about it, or just through brute force and strength, I'm going to figure this out. Cause fuck you all. Oh no, that kind of crushed my heart a bit. If he says I am sorry, that's going to be super chaotic and such a good layer to it all. I would love to see it. It would break my heart, but I would love to see it. Shut up, that glimpse of what it could have been. Ooh, juicy. Good writing. First of all, sucks that Yoshino died, okay? That boy literally deserved redemption. So it genuinely hurts me. Rest in peace, kiddo. You could have had a good life, a easier life. I hope you do in the next life. Also, like I said, brute force and strength it is. Oof, go off. To be able to hit the shape of his soul, I don't know if Itadori is extremely lucky or extremely unlucky. You know what I mean? I feel like everything happens to him at the precise moment he needs it to, without him even realizing it. And so I feel like he's either extremely lucky in that sense or extremely unlucky that whatever needs to happen usually leads to extreme consequences. Like him swallowing Sukuna's finger gave him the opportunity to save Megumi, but also doomed his life. This is extended torture, if you will, with missions and saving people. Yes, he got an extended life, but also at what cost? Him trying to save Megumi again during the Cursed Womb arc led to Sukuna genuinely just killing him off because he was like, how could this brat do this to me? So, like, extremely lucky or unlucky or a mix of both. We don't know. Sucks for him though, yikes.
虎杖裕二は器。常に肉体の中に自分以外の魂がある状態。知覚しているのか？魂の輪郭を！今まで俺の口から出た言葉は全て嘘だったんじゃないかと思えるくらい腹の底から出た本音。
So sorry for pausing it at the worst possible point, but I am here for it. The fact that because he's a vessel and he's housing another soul, he is able to define and recognize his own soul's outline. I don't know how aware he is that, this is my soul's outline, because I feel like it might just have been extremely natural for him so far. So like fun stuff. I have a feeling that this might just lead Mahito and Geto to want him more. I also have a feeling that Geto left because he was like, if Mahito dies, Mahito dies. I don't really care either. He's like, I need to make sure that my other ploys are actively working out. Because the way he was talking to Mahito, like, you are smarter than Jogo, made me feel like he is treating Mahito as a subordinate as opposed to someone who's equal to him. So he's honestly, I feel at this point in time, and I might be completely wrong, but I feel like he doesn't actively care about Mahito enough to be like, let me save you and all of that. Crazy. The next words from his lips better be, I'm going to kill you. Going to erase your existence. I'm going to show you what true unhappiness actually means. You're going to suffer so much that you will feel like you've never suffered before. Something along those lines would be hype.
殺してやる。
払うの間違いだろう呪術師
なかなかどうして天敵ならば
I love that they're both equals right now. Like, ooh, mama, love it. Let's go. If he ends up killing, and I'm pretty sure he does, if he ends up killing Mahito, Nanami is going to have so much respect for him, okay? Wonderful, wonderful. Although it does suck that he has to deal with the consequences of being a Jujutsu sorcerer so early in his career. Oof. Nice, because he's essentially preventing Yuji from being in close range enough to fight him off. Yuji's tactic right now is to just pound him. That's close combat. He devised a weapon that is striking him from a far enough distance while protecting his body. Clever strategy. I like that. Listen, fair assumption, okay? But that drill could honestly just come and attack you from behind. Could be possible. Be careful. That's all I'm saying, okay? Be careful. Don't get into tunnel vision. Use same tactic like Nanami. So did Nanami actually tell him, hey, this is what I did to kind of fend him off for a while? Just so that it is like an additional strategy in case Yuji inevitably does end up going to fight off Mahito. Ooh, fun, fun, fun. Yeah, but now you like skewered Yuji on your own body. He's close enough to kill you off if he wants to. You literally said he doesn't care about himself. Why would you let yourself get vulnerable like that? Yikes.
無意転変
俺の魂に触れるか。共に腹の底から小僧を笑った仲だ。一度は許す。
Since you helped me bully him, I am fine. But only this one time, not multiple times. Shall not let this transgression go unpunished. Dun dun dun. Just so you know, I still hate him, okay? I don't really care for Sukuna enough.
殺してやるって
worried that he would die, but I was also like, Nanami is coming nonetheless, no worries about it. I'm glad he came by. Let's go! Save your student or join him so that we can get rid of Mahito. Let's do it. I mean, I'm pretty sure that's what I'm guessing the next episode is going to be about, so hey.
現状報告を。
二人助けられなかった。
どこまでも他人のこと。まずは君の体のことを。
いっぱい穴開いてっけど。
兵器の意味。
I do hope that eventually Yuji comes to a point where he cares about himself as well. I mean, I know that is his selling point or characteristic trait that makes Yuji who he is, but also I do want to see him reach a point where it is like, so this is where I am. This is what I was unable to prevent. This is the state of everyone else. Like putting yourself first. Eventually, somewhere down the line, like we need you to care about yourself as well, kiddo.
1. 虎杖君に奴の術式が効かない。2. 虎杖君を殺せない理由がある。どちらにしろ好都合。
Good deduction. Now you can kind of continue annoying him and limiting his movements while Itadori goes and punches his living daylights out. 1-2 combo, let's go!
ここで確実に払います。
And that was Jujutsu Kaisen episodes 11 and 12. Honestly, enjoying it. Finally, like, there was a brief lull for me where I was just like, okay, whatever, I don't care. I think it started from that one weird ass episode where the students from other schools were actively punching around Megumi and fighting with them. I was just like, why is this happening? Which really took me out of the whole anime, if you will, for a while. And then everything else was making me have like a touch and go feeling to it all. These set of 2 episodes genuinely brought me back full force. I am really enjoying how it is all set up so far. Pretty good. We are going to see a Nanami and Yuji fight of Mahito and potentially kill of Mahito. That's going to be really exciting to see. Really hyped. Let's see where this all takes us. I'm really sad that Yoshino did end up dying though. Like, poor kiddo didn't deserve this. Didn't deserve anything that happened to him. Briefly, he got pulled into the side of, I will take revenge on every single person who has wronged me. Kind of understandable why his mental state deteriorated to that point. Sucks. I am sad for you, sir. I hope that there is some fanfiction out there that ensures that you are brought back to life so that we can potentially see you having a happy lifestyle after this. If there is, let me know down in the comments below. I'll probably save it and read it after I'm done watching the entirety of Jujutsu Kaisen. Having said all of that though, I'm enjoying it so far. Excited to see the next 2 bunch of episodes. Let me know down in the comments your favorite parts from these 2 episodes, my reaction and theories. And I shall see you in the next one. Until then, like, share, subscribe. Bye bye. Take care. Toodaloo.